Yeah, okay. So then your question is, how do you build community, right? Offline community. Okay, yeah. So as you know, over the years, I've been, 2,000 events, over 1.5 million people have attended, personally hosting each one, and built several communities in different countries, okay? Large ones and small ones, some very small, some very large. So what I've noticed is a few key steps. The first step is understanding your why. So I spoke about mine a little bit, which is, from growing up in a children's home in London. One of my favorite memories of that time was on a Sunday afternoon, backyard, playing football and having these incredible moments of humanity, piercing the veil of ego, piercing the veil of culture, background, ideology, ways of seeing the world, ways of being in the world, right? My preconceptions of another person, and this deeply impacted me because I really got to see how wrong I was, how I misjudged people, and how, even though we have all different personalities, experiences, at our core level, we're all connected. And if we can connect, around the things that make us human, being seen, understood, loved, accepted for who we are, fulfilled in what we're doing, then we connect like that. So this became a driving force for me, a driving force behind building communities around the world, of bringing people together, to activate compassion, to activate empathy, because through empathy and compassion, then we can truly see one another and stop all this bullshit of separation and realize we're all part of the one, right? On that deeper level, we're not separate. Because again, when we're separate, when we are separated, we are weak, easy to manipulate, easy to control. When we are one, well, that's a very powerful statement and something that can't be trifled with easily. So these are some of the main drivers of my why. So the first thing is to say, well, why do you want to create community? The second one is, what is its purpose? What is its purpose? So again, for me personally, right, it's about positively impacting, directly or indirectly, 1 billion plus people over the next 50 years. That's the intention. And, so my purpose is about bringing people together. My purpose is to show us that through empathy, extreme empathy in cases, we could begin to break down the walls of separation and see ourselves as unified as opposed to divided, right? So this is my purpose, okay? And then the third thing is about, what is it that I have that I can contribute, and what is it that I'm missing? In other words, I'm bringing up what I can naturally bring to the table, and what is it that I need. So for example, what I naturally bring to the table is that through coaching and speaking, I know I can move people. I know that I can impact people. I know that I can communicate my message, right? So the communication piece I have. What I'm missing is the infrastructure. So I'm not that great with tech, right? I'm not that great with tech. And also another thing which I'm good at is I'm good at bringing people together because of the empathy part I have. In other words, I'm not a threat to people. When people meet me and they get to know me, they get to see that I'm all about connecting people, right? I'm not about trying to take the limelight for myself and give nothing. I'm about contribution. Right, so these are other parts that work into my strengths. So that technique part, I'm not that great at, right? So that's not another thing, right? So what I've identified is my why, my purpose, what skills I have to contribute, and what I'm missing. Okay. Now the final step in this particular part of the puzzle is about taking action. Right. So it's about taking action, and action can come in the form of making a phone call. Action can come in the form of beginning to strategize on paper how we're going to do this. Action can take into form a wish list of the types of people that I'm missing and who might be able to fulfill those particular roles. You know, taking action might be starting to talk about this particular community that I'm interested in creating and starting to have conversations about it, right? Action can simply mean, you know, like even if it's online, right? Is there a Facebook group for this already? If there is, let me go in there and start to get my feet wet, right? Get in there and see, you know, what sorts of challenges, issues are coming up. You know, that's a great way to start as well. So these are some of the pointers in starting to create your community, you know, focusing offline, right? Again, if it's something that you'd like help with, my help with, it's something which I've done, you know, a lot in different countries, in millions of people. I'm more than happy to help. You know, reach out to me, send me the private message or RIB, that's the initials of Robert Ian Bonnick, RIB@robertianbonnick.com. That's another way to reach out to me if it's something that you'd like some help with. Okay, thank you.